Okay, y'all, so I did do a twist out Monday night, and I wore my hair out Tuesday, but after that, I'll be honest, I did not retwist my hair or anything like that. I simply decided that I was still gonna wear my natural hair, except I wanted to put it up in a ponytail and rock it like that the rest of the week. So this is how my hair looks 4 days later. A little crazy, right? I never retwisted it. All I ever did to it was add gel to it and add water to it pretty much. But for 4 days, I mean, it's still in pretty good shape. But the reality of it is that it looks kind of crazy, okay? So today I just want to show you guys kind of what I do once my hair gets to this point, once I feel like I can no longer do anything with it. Now, to help me achieve this sleek look, I will be using some water. I really do love the way water tames my edges, and I'll also be using my Denman brush as well to go ahead and achieve the hairstyle that I need. I will also be using a small edge brush that I got from my beauty supply store. It has the comb and also the little brush on one side, so that's perfect. And then I'll also be using another detangling brush and a rat tail comb. I have that on hand just in case, but I do not like to use smaller combs in my hair. And you also need some type of scrunchie. You can use a small one, or you can use a regular headband or anything like that, and you can double that up and use it as well. For today, I will be using the bigger headband because I feel like it's much looser on my hair. And I will be using some African Essence styling gel. I did use that as well when I did the original twist out, and I love to reuse that just to put on my hair. And I will be using this little cute tie, and that just gonna hold down my edges so that they can lay and slay, honey. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that I'll be using today. So the first thing I do is I like to run my fingers through my hair in the direction that I want to have my ponytail or bun. I do like to go ahead and use the water on my edges first, and I like to make sure that those are nice and sleek before I add the water to the rest of my hair. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going all around my head just to ensure that my edges look good all the way around, honey, because we don't want no crazy edges. And then once I finish going all the way around, then I come in and I kind of spray a little bit of water on my ends. I won't be putting any other product on the ends of my hair because I do have a lot of gel and product in my hair already. So I do not want to put a lot of product. If anything, I'm just putting more water, and that's just to kind of make my curls a little bit more defined, so that they're going to look nice in the hairstyle that I'm trying to achieve. So I do like to use both brushes to actually brush around the edges of my hair. And once I finish brushing that, then I will go ahead and apply the gel. If you guys are looking for a really good gel, like besides Eco Styler gel and that Softy gel, I definitely do recommend the African Essence Protein Styling Gel. This gel is amazing, and it does not leave a lot of buildup in the hair. That is why I love it. And then I just go ahead and brush that gel in. And I know y'all see those waves, so don't get seasick on you, girl, okay? But, you know, it does have your hair looking very nice, especially with water. And I do like to tilt my head down to go ahead and grip my ponytail because I do like to get it as high as possible. I feel like the higher you get it, the better it looks for some reason. So this is pretty much what I do. I just try to grip it as tight as I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and with that headband, as you can see, I did double it before actually applying it to my hair. I like to use this one because it's not super tight on my head. Normally, if I do put something in my head and it's too tight, I get a headache, child. Okay, so y'all don't want that. Just to ensure that this hairstyle comes out like I wanted to, I always like to just pick my hair. I currently do not use a pick in my natural hair. If anything, I use my fingers just to kind of break apart my curls and just to kind of make it look even more full. Now, I am applying water to those spots where I feel like my curls aren't as defined, just to go ahead and get that definition. And you will see me kind of scrunch it up and also fluff it out at the same time. So I'm trying to make it really big, but I'm trying to keep it very neat as well. And then I just go back with my brush just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. So I will be using bobby pins. I will be using 3 bobby pins for this video. I like to put 2 in the front on the sides, and then I like to put 1 in the back of my head. The first bobby pin that I put in the back, it was kind of low, so I am actually going to go back in the video and I'm actually going to move it so it can be higher, because you don't want it to be too visible because it just looks weird and not neat to me. So you will see here I'm going back and just picking it up even higher, and that works out perfect for me. And then I will be using the Aunt Jackie's Taming Edges styling gel, and I really love this because this stuff is really sticky and really stiff, but I feel like that it gets the job done. And I feel like this should only strictly be used for your edges because it is so stiff. So I do like to use my fingers, and I just like to go ahead and smooth my edges in the direction that I want them to go. And once I complete that step, that's when I'll go ahead and take the little edges brush and I'll go ahead and brush my baby hairs down in the way that I just positioned them. And this works perfectly, you guys. I love doing this method because I feel like it's not as bad and not as hard to actually pull out my baby hairs. So yeah, so this edge brush works perfectly. I paid it like $1 or $2 at my beauty supply store, and I've never looked back since. But as you guys can see, I do not like very dramatic baby hairs, but I do see that one side is a little bit more dramatic than the other. So that's why you see me going back here and kind of making the other side just a little bit more visible. But that's pretty much all I do for my edges. I'm not like a big edge girl or anything. I just like to have neatness in my life. So that's pretty much as neat as it's gonna get, okay? So I just pick out the puff just a little bit, because I want it to definitely be as big as it can possibly be, but I also want it to be as neat as can be as well. So now is the part that I love, okay? This is the part where you tie your edges down, and this is where you get that sleek and fleek look. I do love this little headband that I found in my beauty supply because it's not too tight and it simply just velcros in the back. So it's super, super, super comfortable. And I normally leave that in my head about 20 to 30 minutes as I go do my makeup and get ready for my day. All right, y'all, and voila. So I know y'all see my waves. My waves are on fleek and my edges are on fleek too. But just to make this hairstyle just a little bit more fleeky, I do like to go ahead and just take random pieces of hair just to kind of give it that little oomph, if you know what I'm talking about, okay? And just to make sure everything is fleeky, I will be using my African Essence styling gel once again, just to go ahead and slick out these pieces of hair that I've chosen to take out. Now, the two pieces in the front, my hair is super, super thick and it doesn't lay very flat. So when I'm doing the ones in the front, I do begin to do like a 2-strand twist, maybe like 2 or 4 times. And then I'll take my finger and I'll twirl the rest of my hair to give it that curl look. But I'm going to pretty much do the same thing on this one. I'm going to take some gel and I'm going to smooth it on that piece. And I'm going to begin kind of like I'm doing a 2-strand twist, again about 2 to 4 times. And then once I finish that, then I will begin just twirling my finger. But for the rest of the pieces, I'm just going to be adding the gel and just twirling my finger.